All right, Shalom, Akim. We would like to start off by giving our honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash.
double honor to our apostles, great millstone, Ruel. Peace and blessing to the house of David the elect. I'm Zahab and behind the camera.
Kazak.
All right, today we're going to go into a topic basically entitled, like, this was the Most High warning you, man. From 1965, when High Priest Abba Bivens, Rabbi Abba Bivens, man, all right, he started to preach on the highways and the byways, to now, all right, there was a window of the Most High talking to you, man. From the west coast of California to South America, man. All right, to the other side of the world, man. All right, that was the Most High warning you before he brought great wrath to the planet Earth.
And it's heavy because Elder Abba Bivens, he was living in New York, showing you like that's the capital of Babylon, like the Apostles' Great Millstone, like the word came out of New York, you know.
So I mean, that's right. But that was the mouthpiece of the Most High. These men that you see out here on the highways and the byways is not us, man. Our message comes directly from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. Shalom. All right. But it comes directly from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. But it comes directly from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Now you're about to witness the judgment, man. Great wrath, great judgment is about to come to the planet Earth. But you have to understand that this was the Most High warning you the whole time. All right, this is Luke chapter 1, verse 70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. All right, before every catastrophic event, the Most High has always had prophets, man. Since the time of Adam, the Most High had prophets, man, because they were the voices of the Most High. See, the Most High had literal angels that come down, all right, as messengers and to run errands for the Most High, to commit acts on the earth for the Most High. But he also had physical men born of the womb of a woman whose purpose on the earth would be the mouthpiece of the Most High, man. All right, going back to the time of Adam, going back to the times the kings of Israel ruled in Jerusalem, man. All right, this goes back, man. But he has always had prophets, and from there we're going to get, just to prove it, Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. All right, and that's what the prophets of the Almighty Power has done. The Most High has sent prophets on the planet Earth to prophesy against war, of evil, and a great pestilence. Now, what do you call a coronavirus, man? It's a great pestilence, man. Okay, and that's just one evil. All right, so the Most High is very great, man. Before he sends judgment, he has a sentence. And the sentence comes by way of the mouth of the Most High, man. I mean, by way of the mouthpieces of the prophets, man. All right? That's why it says in Corinthians that we're the temple of the Most High. We're vessels, man. We're tools by the Most High. Okay? And from there, we're going to get that in Thessalonians. Thessalonians 2. Give me 1 second. I can. 1 Thessalonians 4:8. He therefore that despiseth not man, but the Most High, who have also given unto us his Holy Spirit. And what did we do with the Holy Spirit the Most High gave to us? We prophesied, man. But what you see on the planet Earth, man, all right, to everybody else, it's a great panic attack. But to us, we just see the will of the Most High being manifested after the warning.
It's a breath of fresh air.
Hey, it's a breath of fresh air. Even in nature, man. Before a dog bites you, what does it do? It barks, it growls. Before a snake bites you, a rattlesnake, what happens? It rattles. All right?
You hear the hissing?
Yeah. Before a storm happens, what do you hear? You hear thunder. You see lightning. That's the Most High always gives you warnings, man. All right. So how did he give you warning on the planet Earth before these great catastrophic events took place? He gave you warning by the mouthpiece of the prophets, man. All right. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Luke again. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Proverbs, man. All right. I'm gonna go to Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 20. Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom cry without, she uttered her voice in the streets. It said, "Wisdom cried without," man. That's a direct line up with what Jeremiah 28:8. Wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets, man.
That's it.
All right. She cried in the chief place of concourse. What's the chief place of concourse? The major cities. It just so happens. Name me prophets that's teaching literally in the country. Why is it the prophets are always setting up shop in a metropolitan area, man? Because they're fulfilling their lot as prophets to prophesy, man. In the chief place of concourse. She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates in the city. She uttered her words, saying, and it all started with Abba Bivens in the city of New York, man, the capital of Babylon, like the Elder Kazak brought out, man. Wisdom first spoke through him. All right. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? How long, you simple ones, when you fall in love with Christianity, when you fall in love with Islam, when you fall in love with a damn sport, well, that's your religion. When you fall in love with a damn vagina, when you fall in love with the concept of being in love, man.
Their jobs.
Yep.
Hey, you know what else? Well, now that the coronavirus hit, you can't fall in love with sports.
Yeah.
You can't fall in love with big events.
No.
You can't fall in love with that. So now what? How long will you simple ones still fall in love with the shit?
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, the coronavirus hit, and not even that many people died from it. Nothing. But at the same time, Esau done tricked you into shutting the whole entire America down, everything. I done talked to chicks from other countries. And they said, motherfuckers going crazy in Dominican Republic. They going crazy in Mexico. They going crazy in El Salvador. They going crazy at all these places and buying out everything, just like y'all are in America. How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity?
And I guess that question is being answered now. Like you said, no, Zaquan. Hey, bro. I guess that question is being answered now. This was wrote 3,000 years ago, right? This was wrote 3,000 years ago. Hey, how long shit? Now it's ended.
Yeah.
That's how long.
You got Jake at the light and shit bumping. As the Spirit of the Lord gave an example. Here it is, we over here teaching. Wisdom is coming out. But then you got this dude pull up at the light. Boom, boom, boom. Got the music, beating.
Yeah.
That's simplicity, man.
Yep.
Like, well, you going nowhere fast, man.
Hey, but it tells you in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Mm-hmm.
So, but guess what? You got a rapper named Lil Boosie. I'm just going in what you were saying, Zaquan. You know, I'm not trying to,
bro,
take over the lesson or nothing.
Spirit.
But Lil Boosie was upset because they canceled his Boosie bash. Lil Boosie is worth I think he worth like 600 million now. I mean, wait, 600 million. So like 600,000. But he lost 300,000 on that Boosie bash. That's why he's so mad. That's why he like, I hope y'all children catch coronavirus. That's why he's so mad, because Boosie broke. He done now. That boy average nigga now.
Most High got his ass.
He was mocking the Most High.
Yep.
Talking about, nigga, if I can't eat pork, nigga, I'm hungry. All that other shit. Now look at it. He broke.
Yep.
He told you. He said, I can't get that 300 back. He can't get it back. So with that being said, now look at Boosie. Boosie hurt. And Boosie is like, well, I can't get that 300 back. I'm hurt. The coronavirus is doing all this shit. The elites, you have to think about the arenas. You have to think about all the money that this shit bringing in. But at the same time, not think about just the money that it's bringing in. Think about the elites. They have already cashed out, huh? Mm-hmm. Bill Gates cashed out. That's why he left the Microsoft personnel board, because he cashed out.
Over with.
The owners of all these different states of the arenas, the niggas who own the arena, they cashed out. They cashed out. They got their money.
Yep.
And now you listening to Elder Zahab tell you what's about to happen to y'all.
Yep.
Like we've been telling y'all for years.
That's right.
You got it, brother.
Hey. Going back to that wisdom speaking through us, you know? Verse 22. How long ye simple was when you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Like that fool hated knowledge.
Yeah.
He rather hear some rapper that he couldn't hear the lyrics of because the speakers was too loud.
Mm-hmm.
He rather hear that than hear knowledge. All right. How long ye simple was when you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you. How did the Most High make known his words unto you, man? Through us.
Yep.
As I spake by the mouth of my prophets, man, since the beginning.
Time.
All right, I will make my words known unto you, man, because you niggas ain't reading. And even if you read, you wouldn't have understanding. So the Most High set up men throughout the planet Earth to give you understanding, man.
Yeah, you got this one cat, man. He's been trolling as of late. He calls himself Conscious Hebrew. And he came on the comment board, you know, one of the videos, and he was telling this one particular brother, because the brother, he's like, man, I'm searching. I need to know what to do. Like, what do I do to prepare myself, to get myself together? And this niggard here, you gonna come on the comment board. Hey, brother, all you gotta do is read. All you gotta do is read. Read. And then he start posting scriptures, Deuteronomy 28 and everything like that. And tell them, keep the law, I'll do this, do that. You know, but scriptures say, how shall they hear without a preacher, man? How can you get wisdom? You can't just simply read the Bible. You got people that have been reading the Bible for years, man.
So your solution to the problem, Jake, is read. It's like telling me if I have a nightmare, open your eyes. Just open your eyes so you can wake back up. Bro, I'm having a nightmare. I can't just simply open my eyes. All right?
That's why I said I give you this. Well, I get that in Romans right quick, man. Just to get the meat, man, the understanding of that, man. Because Jake prideful. Mm-hmm. Jake want to get understanding without somebody teaching him, man. We know Jake, man.
Yeah, and you know what? And this particular cat, Conscious Hebrew, the other man, you know, he was sincere, like because he's asking us the questions. He wasn't asking that guy. See, that guy, he's been a window shopper for a long time. He's watching our videos. And you guys always got an input, but no output. You know, you check these guys' pages, man, no production. You know, just an empty page. But meanwhile, he got the answer, though. You know?
This Romans 10 and 14. How then should they call on him in whom they have not believed? Mm-hmm. And how should they believe in him of whom they have not heard? How should they hear without a preacher? How should they preach except they be sent, as it is written? How beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things, man. So how you gonna hear without a preacher? Going back to Proverbs, wisdom cry without, she uttered her voice in the streets in the chief place of concourse. Going back to Luke 171. All right,
she's right here.
She's right here, man. At the end of the day, because you
but
niggas,
they don't want to hear her.
Nope. And let's see why you niggas. Let's see why you crabs, man, and you lobsters and you shrimp. No, I'm gonna name you after unclean animals, man. Why you swine niggas don't want to hear, man?
That's the spirit, though, because, you know, the parable the Lord spoke by casting out a net and gathering all types of fish, throwing the bad out.
Yep, throwing the bad out, man. So really,
But, you know, when the Lord spoke parable, he told the apostles, I explained to y'all plainly. But them, it ain't meant for them to get. Because they were crabs, lobsters, and shrimp, like you said.
Yep.
We ain't trying to give this word to the shrimp.
Nope.
I don't care how you, Jake, feel about it. But at the end of the day, we ain't trying to give it to you shrimp. We're not trying to give it to you crabs. We're not trying to give it to you lobsters. We're not trying to give it to you pigs. We're not trying to give it to you hyenas. We're not trying to give you... We're not trying to give this word to any unclean, savage beast.
But what does it say? Cast not thy pearl to swine.
Exactly.
So I guess your Howard Shaw was on the same mindset we were on.
Exactly. We're not trying to get this word to a nigga that's finna make a rap song just like Chief Keef out the word. All right? We're not about to do that. All right? That's what you got to do.
2nd Ezra 9 and 10. This is why you niggas don't want to listen, man. 2nd Ezra 9 and 10. For such as in the life have received benefits and have not known me. Well, I go to verse 9. Second Ezra 9:9. Then shall there be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Every day you don't know if you're gonna eat or not. That's dwelling in torments, man. Every day you gotta make a decision which child gonna eat, man. Y'all might have to make a decision. Okay, man, you're gonna eat today, and you eat tomorrow, man. You might have to make a decision, man. What your child, you might just drop him off in the country and just go like you would do a dog. You just drop a dog off in the country and just leave.
Abandoned,
Man. A lot of these women are going to do that anyway. All right. Verse 10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. All right. And what's those benefits? A decent job. All right. The ability to go out and watch games, watch sports, deal with different women. Those are benefits. 401k, Social Security. That's the type of stuff that makes you forget you're in Egypt.
Jay going on cruises,
Jay going on cruises.
and they can't do it now.
Can't do it now. They told me in my job, you go on a cruise, you gotta stay home for 14 days and get quarantined, man.
Hey, you know what? Jay actually set up an Israelite Bahama cruise. You know,
Yeah.
Jay can't do that shit now, though. You know,
And that's stupid anyway, man. You make yourself a target, man.
Sarnetta had to cancel the debate.
Yeah, man. They have an empty games.
Sarnetta afraid of coronavirus.
Yeah.
Are we afraid of coronavirus?
Nope.
Ella Kazak, you afraid of coronavirus?
Hell no. Nope.
Am I afraid of coronavirus? Shit, no. It's our camp. Well, clearly, Jake and the motorcycle gang, if y'all bros just heard that, they not afraid of the coronavirus either. So it's like, do you know any cousin or a mama or a granddaddy or whatever that you ever had have the coronavirus? No. You don't know anybody in your life, or you don't know no friends who know somebody that got the coronavirus. But at the same time, you listening to social media in America. If you never had the TV, or if you never had social media, period, you would never listen to this shit. And you wouldn't even know what the fuck was going on. But the fact that you got all this, now y'all scared because of the coronavirus.
Nah, hey,
Saquon got it.
that's part of the witchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Esau pop fireworks. You hear fireworks. Esau tell you a bomb went off. But just because they put on the news that a bomb went off, you scared shitless.
Yep.
And now you try to find out a bomb shelter, but you heard with your ears a firecracker, man. So is this coronavirus, man. But guess what? Those plagues are gonna start getting intense, man. This may not be the one, but plagues are coming, and bodies gonna drop by the millions. That's why it says in Psalms 90, 1,000 shall fall by our side, man.
Yeah. So this is social engineering.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, social conditioning. It's just nothing but preparing the minds of the people for what they really gonna do.
Yup. And what's gonna happen is, like Zaquan just brought out, you don't know anybody with coronavirus most likely, right? But everybody and their mama is gonna be pushed to get a vaccine. That panic they push is gonna push everybody to get a vaccine. And that vaccine is probably gonna make you susceptible to a real pestilence they're gonna push out, man. It's gonna make you susceptible to the BS they're pushing out. That's why for the past, I don't know how many decades, they've been having chemtrails flying over us, man. This is a well orchestrated plan. They've been weakening your immune system for decades, man. All right? So Esau, you're living inside of a blueprint of the New World Order, man.
Yep.
A plan.
It's also why on the dollar bill, it's basically it's a web.
Yeah.
It's a web. It's a woven to trap the people, man.
Yep.
You know, that's what this thing is all about. You know,
Yep.
you can't leave your house because of coronavirus. You know,
Because they're going to quarantine the cities, man. It's going to get to a point where they're going to quarantine the cities so you can't leave the city because it's going to spread the disease. But then there's not going to be any food inside of the stores. But they're going to quarantine the cities to where you can't leave the house. It's going to get to a point where you can't leave the house, man. And what's going to happen when your resources dry up, man? inside your own house, man. But think about those times when you drove past us in downtown, in your downtown area, and you ignored us. Or that dude on your job was trying to tell you was a Hebrew Israelite, and you ignored him, man. Because his conversation didn't get females. Looking like this didn't get you females, man. You was too self-conscious, man. Well, Yahweh Shai's gonna be too self-conscious for you, man. Okay?
Man can't live by bread alone.
Man, you can have a stockpile full of food, man, but if you ain't got faith, you still gonna shake, man. All right?
We had a man in Louisiana. Me and the brother, we was teaching in Baton Rouge last night, and the brother came out and he was like, I'm committing adultery with a married woman. Yada, yada, yada. So we told him the cases of all that, but long story short, just going back to Quan, like, hey, look, you gotta get that shit up, bro. You gotta get that shit up, or the Lord he's really about to bring judgment. See, one thing about our people, y'all soft. Y'all not proactive. See, proactive and people that stay prepared. See, when y'all hear about the coronavirus, y'all go to the grocery store and buy Roman noodles. All right, packs of them. That's not what I'm talking about when it comes to proactive. No, you got to be proactive in the spirit. The Lord can feed you with manna from heaven. So don't worry about food. Don't worry about any of that. The Lord can feed you from heaven. But with that being said, a lot of you niggas, you don't believe in the Lord. So you try to stack up on food. You try to do what you got to do. You try to do all this. You try to pull all the holes you can pull for the moment that's going. But at the same time, in the end, it ends in your destruction, bro. It ends in their destruction, right?
And that's why going back to that guy, I don't know the guy, y'all were down there, but you gotta make a sacrifice, man.
Yeah, and the guy was like, well, she loved me, but such and such. But the guy back in Louisiana, like, he was 22. He didn't understand what that woman was doing to him. He young. He don't really understand what the fuck a woman can do to you. He don't understand that a woman's heart snares and necks. That a woman talks to multiple men while she talking to you. Even though you trust her and love her, she talked to another Jake about you. You see what I'm saying? Like, he never got that. But also at the same time, with that being said, just to go back to the lesson, look, we teach y'all what's right and what's wrong. And then at the end of the day, you're going to go the way you're going to go. But like what Zaquan getting into, with all the events that's happening, you, Jakes, man, you got to be held accountable for what's going on in your life. You got to be held accountable, man. You can't just be doing this shit, walking around. I'm walking down the street, then I went to Walmart last week. No. You got to be held accountable for what you did. You didn't get no paper towels. You didn't get no tissue. You didn't get none of that. All right, your family hurt. All right? Because of you. Now the Lord is showing you that there's consequences for your actions. And it's the spirit that the Lord is doing this within our Passover. Mm-hmm. This is the last day of our Passover. But it's the spirit that the Lord let all this happen within our window.
Yep. You know? Window of the Passover, man. A judgment, and it's the beginning. Because what happened in Egypt after the Passover? What happened in Egypt after they got passed over, man? After they put their blood on the wall, what happened?
Shit, death.
Death! Mass death is coming to this country, man.
That's right.
Mass death is coming to America, man. That's what happened after the Passover, man. I'm willing we get passed over, but you're not gonna get passed over, man. All right. All right. Going back to Second Ezra's 9 and 10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was opened up.
They had liberty.
Yep.
They had liberty.
Yep.
You had liberty to go and do what the fuck you wanted to do.
Yep.
You had liberty enough to look at us like the wind was blowing. What was that? You heard something? Oh God, bro, I thought I heard something. All right. Then walk. That was you, Jake. Now you hurt. Your baby ain't got no fucking peppers. You hurt. You don't know how to use the earth. The Lord did not give it to you or any other friends around you to know how to use the earth. Guess what? If brothers end up getting in a bad situation, guess what? Brothers can call somebody because brothers know a brother that know how to use the earth. Brothers know a brother that know how to fix a car. Brothers know a brother that know how to advance. Brothers know a brother that can teach you about money. Brothers know a brother that can teach you about stocks and investments.
Hey.
Brothers know a brother about all this stuff. You got it.
Hey, whatever experience that brother had, a brother could tell you about a woman. He like, nah, see what this, because he had that experience, man. Hey, anything that we lacking, somebody in the brotherhood has it, man. Physically, spiritually, mentally, man.
The different members of the body.
Different members of the body, man.
What they got? Nothing.
They got their
They got their baby mama.
They got their baby mama. They got Katrina. She got out. She know every goddamn thing.
And show what the woman is, Katrina, goddammit.
Yeah, a
Woman,
disaster.
yeah, she's a damn storm.
A damn storm, man.
Baby mama gonna tell you what you is and ain't doing.
Hey, what did I was in the X-Men movies? What Storm always the so-called black woman?
Yep, yeah. and the spiritual.
Storm like
her eyes rolled back and the weather started changing and shit. Storm was always Keisha, man. She was always Eve. Man.
That's your wife.
That's your wife, man.
Goddamn
your wife.
storm.
So when that bitch get mad at you, her eye roll back in her head, she can cause a storm.
And then she never had her hair her color. It was always the I know this, it was being funny, but Eve always down her hair and shit. She always used to roll her eyes back in the 90s and shit, Let me go ahead and finish this, man. Verse 10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and was yet place of repentance was open up unto them, understood not, but despised it. You didn't make it your business to understand. Like I said, we've been now here for 50 years, man. Started with Abba Bivens, man. 1969 to 2020. That's 50 years of the Most High opening up his hands to you saying, this is the way, walk ye in it.
It's about the length of time of an hour to the Most High.
Yep.
It's about an hour to the Most High.
50 years is about an hour.
Hey, that's mercy. Hey, the Lord gave the earth a whole hour. And that ain't even nothing compared to his time. That's nothing compared to the Lord's time.
Wow.
But he gave us a whole hour.
Get right.
A whole hour just to get right, bro.
So there you go, man. And that's a good space in human years. Damn good space. So by this time, because where did it say this word should be preached amongst the four corners of the earth, then shall the end come?
In all the world.
It's been all over the world, man. Now the prophecies. Now we're in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter. 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. The beginning phases, and that's why I said though it tarry, wait for when it come, it would not tarry. Because the Most High was holding that arrow. Now he just let the arrow go, man.
Yeah, the Lord press and play.
He pressed play. Hey, now we in motion, man. But any elders had any closing statements? Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is near. And with that, with that we want to give our honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash.
Double honor to our apostles, the great millstone, rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. To the next time, shalom.